happened, dude? What happened, Dean Ambrose? Dean Ambrose was kicking all kinds of ass. And then all of a sudden he loses his belt. What's up, everybody? It's Grim, your YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Champion, coming to you today with my Raw reactions for the February 15th, 2016 episode that kicked all kinds of ass in the beginning. And then the rest of the show kind of shit to bed. But it kicked all kinds of ass in the beginning when the Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose, comes out and starts cutting his kick-ass promo, making Roman Reigns look like a pile of puke. How come Dean Ambrose has been so awesome lately? He seriously is making Roman Reigns look like shit. And by being so awesome, I kind of think he's stealing Roman Reigns' WrestleMania spot. Stephanie McMahon comes out to interrupt Dean, asshole, and then she puts the poor bastard in a fatal five-way and makes him defend the Intercontinental Championship only a few days away from WWE Fastlane. Who's Dean Ambrose gonna have to defend against? Kevin Owens? Tyler Sneeze? Fart Dust or Stardust, whatever the hell his name is. Dolph Ziggler? We never seen that before. And they nailed the fuck out of this fatal five-way match. They even had the crowd chanting, "This is awesome!" And somehow, some way, Kevin Owens nails the Pop-Tart Power Bomb on Tyler Sneeze, bashes that booger into the canvas. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens takes home the Intercontinental Championship. Holy shit! But wait a minute. Dean Ambrose, he said the same thing I was thinking when he got to talk to his girlfriend Renee Young backstage. He says that things are not taken away from you without opening up your hands to hold on to something better. Are they actually going to go there? Are they actually going to go there and have Dean Ambrose win at Fastlane coming up this Sunday? Is Dean Ambrose going to go to WrestleMania and fight Triple H for the belt? We all kind of thought that Roman Reigns was going to do it. This was Roman's coronation. Maybe not. Maybe the fucker failed it and the WWE is going to back Dean Ambrose instead because he's been awesome. But in the meantime, KO Mania is running wild, taking on the Intercontinental title again. And that macaroni-headed motherfucker, Dolph Ziggler, is a salty son of a bitch about it. He's like, hey, I just beat you 2 weeks in a row. Dolph Ziggler's got a point, though. So why shouldn't he face them again? Oh, God, now we got to pay for a pay-per-view to watch the two fuckers fight for the 45th time. Because 44 times wasn't enough. Bullshit. Why not make that a fatal five-way match again? And throw those other idiots in there, right? Wouldn't that be a bit better? I want to continue talking about Dean, but unfortunately, we have to take a little sidetrack and discuss the Dudley Boyz because it's important to what happens later on. The Dudley Boyz come out and cut the same fucking promo that they cut on SmackDown. Oh, what happened? Nobody watched SmackDown. Better do it again, Dudley Boyz. It's kind of cool, though, because they're talking about how their legacy will not be defined by a piece of furniture. Tables are not their legacy. Tag team titles are. All right, but guess what? Spoiler alert! You're the fucking table guys. Devon get the tables. I never heard Devon get the tag belts. So sorry, you're the table guys. Why is this important? Because Paul Heyman is out there cutting a promo about how Brock Lesnar is going to win, go on to WrestleMania. Then Paul Heyman is railing on Roman Reigns, and that greasy hair goonball standing there like this. But then all of a sudden, he gets his ass beat from behind by the Dudley Boyz. All of a sudden, here comes Dean Ambrose for the save. Yeah, Dean Ambrose is here to save the day. Yeah, but no. I love the fact that Dean Ambrose then grabs Roman Reigns and goes to do the dirty deeds to Roman Reigns, but Roman slips out of it. Now, if Roman was half as cool as he thinks he is, Roman should have popped Dean Ambrose in the face and be like, you motherfucker, do not grab me for the dirty deeds. But now Roman does, he just hit him. Who gives a shit if he's your brother? He was going to hit you with the dirty deeds. He'd have done it too. Because Dean Ambrose is putting pricks on notice that he wants that WrestleMania spot. And son of a bitch, I think he deserves it. I cannot freaking believe they put brown-ass blowman Braun Strowman versus the Big Show as the main event of Raw. The go-home show. It had nothing to do with the main event going into Fastlane. Where the hell was Triple H? Where the fuck was Brock Lesnar? How did those motherfuckers not play into the go-home show for Fucklame? Like, do they not care? That's why we gotta roast this episode a little bit, because people were pissed. Nobody even wanted to watch the motherfucking main event, even though they tried to polish the turd. They really did. They tried to polish the turd. You had the Big Show out there. You had all the Wyatt family beating the shit out of the Big Show. Oh, feed me more. Out comes Ryback. Oh, Ryback comes to the aid of the Big Show. Nobody cares. And then all of a sudden, there's fire, hellfire, and brimstone. And coming up through the ring, like he's being birthed from a vagina, here comes Kane. Spoiler alert. Nobody cares. Why? Now, wait a minute. They kind of failed it here because it's 3, Ryback, Big Show, and Kane, versus 4 Wyatt family fuckers. The garbage beard bastards are up 1. So who's going to come out? Oh, God, please don't waste The Undertaker. Who's going to come out? Brock Lesnar? Who's going to come out? Oh, spoiler alert! Nobody! How come nobody else came out? What the fuck is 4 out of 3? Are they going to take Bray Wyatt out of this equation and just have the 3 Wyatt followers versus Big Show, Kane, and Ryback at fuck lame? Because let me tell you, that's fucking lame. In the waste of a segment portion of the program, Heath Slater defeats Zack Ryder. Cool as hell to see Zack Ryder on Raw, but why? Why? Put Zack Ryder on Raw to do something cool. Put him in the Fatal 5-Way. That's how I want to see Zack Ryder utilized. Even Heath Slater for that matter. Make the fucking match matter. Because it did matter. And nobody cared. Speaking of a match that did matter and was really awesome, the jizz came all over AJ Styles in a kick-ass match with Chris Jericho on commentary. It was pretty awesome. I really like this match. I've really been liking AJ Styles. The Miz has been working his ass off. Sometimes I want to slap the little homosexual Sith Lord around because he pisses people off. And he went out there and put on an awesome match with AJ Styles. But Grim, what do you think of AJ Styles? Oh, I like his style. Little bit of corn for you. So then AJ Styles issues a challenge to Chris Jericho, and Jericho's like, well, I don't know if I want to fight you again. I'll hit you on SmackDown. Oh, guess what else is going to happen on SmackDown? Brock Lesnar's going to be on SmackDown. So apparently it's important to watch SmackDown this week. You dirty bastards. I knew they'd fucking find a way to make us watch. I knew that that's what they were gonna do. Oh, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Apparently Bullshit Barra is gonna be leaving the WWE. The big rumor is that Bad News Barrett has turned in his resignation to WWE, that when his contract runs out in June, he won't be back. I don't blame him. Do you blame him? I don't blame him. I mean, yeah, sure. He had to deal with some injuries, but the poor motherfucker's been mid-card for life, right? They ain't done dig with him. What do they have him doing? He's out there fighting alongside of the League of Urination against the Lucha Dragons and Neville. Now, the best part of this matchup was a triple, quadruple, flippy-doo fucking thing, right? I was super fat man excited style when I seen 2 Lucha Dragons and Neville all go flipping over the top rope. That was awesome. But the finish of the match sucked balls. Want to know why? It was a cool move. You know, that stomp Del Rio does as the guy's kind of dangling on the ropes. But Sin Cara was dangling on those ropes for so long while Alberto Del Rio got in position that, okay, we know wrestling's fake. We know it's choreographed. We understand this, right? But there's still that little element of you try to make it somewhat believable. This was unbelievable. Why would Sin Cara dangle on those ropes for a solid 45 seconds, waiting for his fucking face to be stomped in by Alberto Del Rio? It was too stupid! And people were pissed. Folks, we're so sorry to report that Mark Henry apparently suffered some type of rib injury during his match against Big E. Now, the jury is out. When did it happen? Did it happen when Big E does the big giant subscriber splash and tried to flatten poor old Mark Henry? Or did he actually break a rib when Big E showed superhuman strength and got Mark Henry up on his shoulder for that big ending? Mark Henry's up there, and he's like, no, bullshit, I ain't taking this. Mark Henry just hops down, flops on the floor like a seal, and Big E just pins him. I'm like, what the fuck? That was a botched ending. Mark Henry injured. Retirement confirmed. Am I the only person on the planet that wants to punch somebody in the face when they hear Rebound? Especially during your theme song. It just makes me want to punch somebody, like Alex, or one of the Ninja Twins. Brie Bella and Charlotte had a segment hyping up their match for Fat Lame, talking about a blah blah blah, and a blah blah blah, and Daniel Bryan, and a blah blah blah, and Daniel Bryan, and a blah blah blah, and retirement, and blah blah blah. And then they're gonna have a match, and who cares? Oh my god. The Golden Truth segment this week? That wasn't PG. Goldust came all over R-Truth's wife. I can't believe they let this segment air. I mean, it was funny. I have no problem with it. I'm just surprised. You got R-Truth out to Valentine's Day dinner with his wife. Goldust shows up as his waiter, kind of creeping on R-Truth the way he's been the past few weeks. And Goldust goes to open a bottle of wine, and he pops the cork. He's like, as all the foam of the champagne bubbles out. It looked like he jizzed all over R-Truth's wife. He's holding the damn wine bottle down by his dong. Wait. Did I see that right? Did Paige just lose clean? Paige just lose clean to Summer Rae? How the hell did that happen? Oh, Summer Rae just hit Paige with that SummerSlam. No, it wasn't even that good. What the? Somebody's sucking up Vince. I think Vince got himself a SummerSlam, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, to wrap things up around here, I think the only other thing worth talking about on Raw was the fact that Becky Lynch beat Naomi. And then, of course, Tamina had to come in, and Team Bad starts beating Becky Lynch's ass until Sasha Banks comes out. Sasha Banks comes out to make the save, and I'm standing there thinking to myself, these two fake-haired hoes standing tall against Naomi and Tamina. And you want to talk about standing tall? Really? That's how Raw ends, with the Big Show, Kane, and Ryback standing tall? The Big Show and Kane in 2016? Fail! Especially the Raw before a pay-per-view. Failed it ×2. I hope you guys enjoyed my Raw roast. Thank you for joining me right here every Tuesday on this channel as we rate, roast, review, and react to Raw. Please let me know what you thought of the show in the comments below. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Grim out!